And he's going to take us to a national championship again, I'm positive. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Rick Pitino. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Great one!
He took a swipe at a camper, he told me, but everything's great. You're in summer camp time now, aren't you?
We are. We're winding up our first week tomorrow, and then tomorrow evening we have our father-son camp.
That's got to be fun and interesting.
It is fun. The players get a big kick out of it because we work the fathers out as hard as we could work them. They crawl out of the place tomorrow afternoon, and it's a fun time to see them staying in the same dorm together, exercising together, and learning the skills together.
We all know that in recruiting, you cannot ever talk about players other than those who are here and have officially signed. But you've said since you came here, you would upgrade the recruiting, you would upgrade the talent, and based on what we saw last year, you're doing that.
Well, we had to going into Big East, and we're going to lose a lot of great basketball players this year. And we had to have a great class last year. We had to come back coming now with another unbelievable class. Our goal is to have a top 5 recruiting class in the country. And we think we're going to do it. Certainly, the gentleman to my left, Stevie Masiello, is one of the best recruiters in the nation. He's relentless at it, and he's doing a fabulous job with us.
Yes, sir!
Let me bring in Stevie for a minute. I'll tell you a great story about Steve. 2 years ago, Louisville ended the regular season at Connecticut, so rather than come home, the team just went to New York to practice for a few days to get ready for the Big East tournament. There's a famous AAU team in New York called the Gauchos, and the team was going over to their facility to practice. Steve had to tell the bus driver how to get to the Gauchos gym. That's how well he knows the New York area. That's your home in.
Yeah, that's home for me. It's a lot of fun. New York's a great city.
And recruiting is something that I guess you got to if you're going to do it, you got to love it because it's not an easy job, and I think you love it, don't you?
It's a great job, and it's really easy to sell. University of Louisville, and obviously Coach Pitino. So it's all about coaching the program, and we're having a lot of success right now. Things are going really well.
With Kevin Willard leaving, I think you're going to be even more involved, and I saw you do a lot of it this year in the actual pregame scouts, aren't you?
It just means I get yelled at a little more. No, but we have a great staff. Richard's actually doing an unbelievable job, and Marvin. So we're really excited. We're really getting after recruiting and scouting, and we're looking forward to the season.
Last week at one of the stops we had Marvin Menzies and Richard Pitino, one of the new assistants. Tell me, Rick, again about hiring Richard, how that came about, and did you have any reservations about it?
No, I think it's one thing that I want more than anything else here at Louisville is continuity. Reggie came in and spent 2 years with us, did an excellent job. Nick Cronin came in and spent 2 years with us. And I really wanted to build a little bit more continuity. I was getting tired of 2-year turnovers. So with this staff right now, we're going to have great continuity. Stephen was my New York Knicks ball boy, played for me at Kentucky. Richard I've known for a long time. Marvin Menzies also doing an outstanding job. We have the entire country covered, and we really had to upgrade our recruiting. Not that the Larry O'Bannons and doing it that way is not extremely rewarding. Starting out as a young man that maybe you're not that level, but ending up a great basketball player through a lot of hard work. When you play in the Big East and you play the type of schedule we're going to play next year, you've got to bring in young people that have pro potential and can immediately impact your team going into the Big East.
How do you like the 18-game Big East schedule you're going to face this year?
Don't like it at all. Don't like. The Big East is not a league; it's a corporation. It's 18 games, and the Big East will be much stronger this year. On top of that, we're going out to Las Vegas for a week if we win 2 games early in the season, playing UNLV on a Wednesday, Brigham Young on a Saturday, North Carolina on a Sunday. We're playing Purdue in Conseco Arena. We have New Mexico State and Dayton at home. We have Kentucky on the road. So this will be one of the more difficult schedules that any team will play in the country, but I think these guys are up for the task.
It'll be great for the players and for the fans. Let me bring in a couple of players in just a minute. Terrence Williams and David Padgett. David, let me ask you first. Here's a question you haven't heard. How's your knees?
Yeah, they're doing awesome. I took a couple weeks off, about a month off after the season was over, and started working out again not too long ago. And we're they're getting ready for a great senior year, so they're feeling better than ever.
I think you surprised most people, if not even yourself, in how effective you were able to be as the year wore on last year. But it must just be so. You must be so relieved to have all that, I think, now behind you, and you are a healthy, hard-working basketball player.
Yeah, it's kind of strange because last summer from the second week of March after I had my surgery till October or whatever when we started practice, every single day I was with our trainer Fred, working, swimming in the pool, doing something to get my knees back in shape. And now it's good because I can just focus on basketball. I don't have to worry about how are my knees going to feel today and what do we have to do today. It's all about basketball.
I believe you're a captain again for the coming year. Am I right?
Yes.
What's that mean you get to do? You get to kick a little butt?
No, I mean I just try to keep these guys in line, but I mean they do a good job of that on their own, and just on the court, just kind of try to lead these guys, and I get yelled at more than any other player, so that's kind of a negative. But we all get yelled at pretty much a lot, so it's something I take a lot of responsibility in, and I take a lot of pride in.
I was going to say it's all a matter of degree because nobody totally escapes. Terrence Williams, welcome, the talented one from Seattle, Washington. This is great Seattle kind of weather, like good Reno weather too, for that matter. Tell me about the year you went through, what you learned last year.
I learned not to shoot so many threes.
It took him 2 years to catch on, Coach.
Now I learned to, get my teammates more involved, during the game and let the game come to me and not try to force so many things.
Yes, sir.
Talk just a little bit about the last third of the season or so when you guys just really put together as a team. You played some great ball down the stretch.
Well, Coach B always, mentioned to us before practice where we could end up at the end of the season, and then he just told us that it's going to start at Pittsburgh. If we can get that win and get the win at Marquette, we'll be in great, position to battle in the Big East. So everybody just, got on the same page from the Pittsburgh game on, and just try to get wins. That's how we finished 12-4 in the conference.
Now that you finished on that big roll, how do you keep it going?
Chemistry. You got to keep the chemistry going, starting, with the summer and working out together, lifting at 7 a.m. And everybody got to want to win. It can't be, 13 guys want to win, the other 2 guys want to win.
I got everybody.
Everybody got to want to win and buy into the national championship, and we'll bring one home.
All right, thank you. Coach,
I want to thank everybody for coming out, and also we're really observing a remarkable time in Louisville sports history because it's.
Yes, we are.
I don't think you realize I've been in college athletics and professional athletics for a long time now, and I've not been involved with a program, and I think the only one I can compare it to right now is the University of Florida. Certainly they've won 2 championships in those sports, but to see what has happened at this university, not only with the facilities, but all the sports, 18 postseason play out of the 23 sports, and top 5 football program, top 5, top 10 programs throughout the entire department. It's something to behold, and I think we're all really, really lucky to have a president, to have an athletic director like Tom Jurich, Dr. Ramsey, and all these fine coaches here. I've been around a lot of athletic departments. I have never worked with as many talented coaches as the University of Louisville, so we're very grateful for that.
thank you, guys. Before we get to football, I want to tell you one thing. Coach Cragthorpe is not here tonight. He has been everywhere. I venture to say most of you have been at a function at which he has spoken, so he deserves a night off. He's been all on the Caravan. He's been making speaking appearances and literally everywhere. But in his stead, we have some guys I think you're going to enjoy meeting. And again,